Hey guys, my name is Dominic Prime and welcome back to another video where I want to talk about the DK44 upgrade kit by DNA Design Company. Specifically, this is an upgrade for the Studio Series 102 Buzzworthy Studio Series Optimus Prime. And let's just get right into it. So this is the teaser picture that we have yesterday, and we do have some detailed promo pictures today, and which I've just got it from their official Facebook. But it just sucked, man. I'm just being honest here. I like this company, and then it just sucked for this time. I'm hoping that they may change it, or they might try to redo it. I'm just hoping this. I don't know whether you guys would have the same thoughts as me or what. If you don't have it, that's fine. You can just still watch this video, but just don't take things so serious, right? I'm not trying to offend them or whatsoever. I'm just giving my honest opinions on what I think about this upgrade. And I don't mean that I hate this company or what. They're still doing great. They can have their own stuff to do. It's just not my personal preferences. Now, from this, major changes that we can see is the smokestacks that they've changed it, painted with silver, and then you can also rotate the smokestacks. We have a non-posable Noah figure, and then we have the blast effects, we have the new feet, and let's just move on to the main point. This is the full set of the DK44 upgrade kit, which just sucked, man. I'm just being honest here. The one major factor that really affects my opinion on it is how late they released this upgrade. I'm not trying to blame them or like whatsoever, but I just feel like this upgrade kit came out so late that like apparently everyone has other upgrades from, I don't know, from some dudes in China, because I saw like a long time ago people have already made several upgrade kits for this Studio Series Prime. They have already made cannons, the axe, the blades, smokestacks, the feet, just basically everything, and even something that they haven't included in this upgrade kit. People have made something there, but on their own, right? It's just not using plastic to do it because they don't have plastic, you know. And they would rather just have like a less durable material instead of using plastic. But and then this upgrade, the only one thing that it feels superior is that this is using plastic and then the others are not using plastic. But that doesn't mean that this upgrade kit still has its value. It has lost its value, like 50% of them, or even 75%. I don't even know how to explain it to you guys. I've just ordered the smokestacks and then the cannon last week on some websites in China. And then the only valuable thing to me is that the blades are valuable because I haven't bought them. I was going to buy them anyways, but then I just saw, oh right, DNA upgrade kit actually announced it, and then I'm quite sure that is Optimus Prime. And I just held my order. I haven't ordered it because of this upgrade kit, and I'm glad that I did this. But in the axe, it feels redundant because in the future we're gonna have one in the Studio Series Primal, right? And then the most valuable thing for me is this non-posable Noah, and then alongside with the blast effects, because it's not about this pack though. It's more like the original scene where like the till all are one, and then that scene gave me goosebumps. I almost cried because of that. And then so that's why I feel like the Noah figure is very valuable, especially on how Hasbro just messed it all up with the SDCC reviewed core class Noah DS. They just messed it all up. So it just feels valuable for this thing, and alongside with the blast effects, I like on how they include these blast effects but in a smaller size, because this is like the typical blast effects that we usually have in way back into like, is it like originally from like DK30 Kingdom Galvatron? I don't know, maybe that's not the original. I don't know, dude. I guess it's some sort of like this, okay? You get what I mean. So and then the smokestacks, the cannon feels extremely useless, and then the axle as well. Now the only valuable thing is Noah and then the blast effects. Now let's move on to the biggest disaster of this upgrade kit, the legs. But before we move on to the legs, I just want to talk about these useless pieces right here, the gap fillers and then just a bunch of these things. Let's just talk about it, right? The three things that I was expecting that they are gonna work on it is the leg panels. First are these front leg panels that I expect that they're gonna work on it. Second is actually the shoulder joints. It is so weird to see that the shoulder joints was designed to be like this. I know that they have to make the transmission accurate. I just don't think that it's gonna work. Third is the feet. And then or you can just slash that, I don't know, the smokestacks problem, because that was accurate to the concept art but not the screen appearance. But I could just omit the problem because you can just do it on your own. You can just swap it, right? But then the feet, right there, it's even worse. It's good to see that they add a posability. It's good. It is good. Just don't get me wrong. It adds a different range of motion, like the toe bends, basically everything, and that is good. But and then I'm not too sure whether this upgrade kit actually can still do it just like the original transformation. I don't even know that. Can someone actually explain it to me, because I never know that, right? I don't know, dude, because it just feels very redundant. Unless this feed can also do this exactly same thing, just like the transformation, just like I mentioned, then that would be good. But if that is not gonna happen, then it's just gonna be useless to me, because you can just only do the transformation in this way. Now let's move on to this. This is even worse. This is apparently the most disgusting thing that I've ever seen. And you know what? I'm gonna mention about the China deals again. I'm gonna mention them again later. And it's sad to see this. I was gonna expect that they're gonna work on the front leg panels, just like I said. But and then like the problem is they still haven't fixed the oil tanks. The oil tanks, like this is like a devolving process. You know, when you compare this to the Studio Series 38 Prime, it has a better job on capturing the leg modes to be better than the Studio Series 102. So and then the oil tanks is a problem, and then the front leg panels is a problem, and then also I don't know, like the thing that nearby the oil tanks is also like a problem that painted in blue, just like what I'm now showing to you guys. Feed though, oh my god, dude, oh my god, I'm not even joking. I can't believe that DNR Kit ignored this problem and then just do it in like the Masterpiece Optimus Prime style, in that way. Holy shit, dude. It sucked. It just totally sucked, dude. It even made the mess more messier. And I just considered, and I now just consider that this mess is even better than this. Because in terms of the truck's proportion, the original one is actually better than this. Now let's just take a look. The picture that I have, the screenshot that I've captured in Rise of Beast, and that's a problem because we have these things at the back, and now it was eliminated by the upgrade. So and then it just feels very less accurate, because what they are doing is they are trying to make the figure more accurate, right? To be more screen accurate, and they are now just devolving. That's a big mistake right there. It's a big mistake. Weapon storage is good though, just don't get me wrong. They have nailed it in terms of weapon storage. They have always nailed it. And then Kingdom Optimus Prime Trader, it doesn't really matter to me anymore because I have the Trader, but I'm not gonna use it on this guy. But yeah, this is just disaster, dude. They have fixed literally nothing but making the figure even more worse. Isn't it? I'm just thinking in this way, dude, because Oh, by the way, they actually mistransformed this part. Funny enough. But it just sucked, man. It just sucked. I don't know how to say it though. It's useless. For this upgrade kit, it's useless. I'm still gonna buy it though. Just don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna buy the upgrade. However, why am I gonna take it out then? Cannons might be useful. I'm just only taking out the weapons, and then the gap fillers, the tools. Unless you can really just put onto it, just like the original ones. Unless it can just function like the original ones, then I'm just. If that actually happens, then I'm just gonna take it out of the box, or else I'm just gonna put it into the box. I don't even care. And then also Noah. Now let's take a look in another stuffs. That is like a product from some, I don't know, like comment sections in like D and A upgrade kits. I saw that people actually talk about it. So that's the problem, dude. Even in some dudes in China has already finished the job like this. And you guys did the same thing. Then so that's why I feel like this upgrade kit is very redundant, because nearly 100% of these so-called newer functions that they have or upgrades are just copying the exactly same thing from other people, but with plastic, but with a more improved, I don't know, superior version of it. So I just feel useless for this pack. I'm not even kidding anymore. I just feel very useless for this pack, and I don't think it's that worth it for the price point that I expect that to have. I don't know. I'm just gonna expect that to be like, I don't know, £40 or like something. But no, I don't think it's really that worth it, because most of the things I don't need them, and then like even if for some of them useless, or even making the figure to be more messier or even worse. That's my thoughts on it. I've no other things to really just talk about it. That's my thoughts. And I think that this package is gonna suck. No matter how people will really like it or hate it, it's still just gonna be suck. It does nothing to the figure, but adding more mess on it. That's my thoughts on it. Feel free to subscribe if you really wanted to. If you wanna, stick with the toy photography stuffs, and follow my Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to this channel. So make sure you won't miss out any videos in the future. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye.